William, if you're out there, reach out to me, hit me up. I'll listen. If you need an ear, you need a shoulder, let me know. What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve, BB Promise to tell like it is. Welcome back to another episode of Straight Talk with Shreve. Guys, we gotta talk. Where is William Lee? William Lee has been MIA for the last almost 7 months. He used to regularly post, and he has now been missing from YouTube, from posting, from anything. He's not missing in the world, he's just missing on the platform. And I thought these one of those videos that we had to talk about because, again, there's burnout. So I did some research. The last videos he was doing basically was like cheated in Thailand. That was 9 months ago. So he was posting pretty much regularly. And the one before that.
What's up, Kings? Man, this feels so weird filming a long form video, but I just thought that I'd make it a quick update video explaining where I've been and why I've been gone. And I just really want to have an unscripted video where I can just talk to you guys because, I mean, I'll get to it, but I've just been feeling really alone. And yeah, I just want to explain why I've been gone. And man, this video is already like so rambly, but I've got a lot on my mind and I just really want to talk to you guys. I've been in Thailand for the past couple weeks, and the reason is because the weather's nicer here. I can have my veins pop. Well, they're not popping right now, but I think that my logic was that I'm from Canada and Canada is so cold and I can't make videos in the cold. I feel like some people might just watch me because of my veins, and I'm so self-conscious. Like if a vein isn't showing, I won't even want to film that day. I'll have to cut down to getting out of Canada. I was in Canada to pump out content like that, but clearly that's not what's happening, because when I got here, I don't know what happened, but I just feel so alone. And it's just, it reminds me of last year. Same time last year, I was going through some really dark times. I was really depressed, and I feel the exact same thing happening again.
We have, that's the last video, this is one of the last videos he did. He posted a few more after that, and he hasn't posted again. So this is the third time I think he's been on a hiatus. And I'm gonna give you guys an understanding, because I talk about these things because I do consider myself a mental health activist. My buddy used to say this to me before. He's like, wherever you go, there you will be. It comes down to it, it's not the place, it's you. William left the country because he has the pressures and all those things to go somewhere else and do more to keep up with what he needs to keep up with, and realized when he was there, the same thing is happening. Wherever you go, there will be. And this is a video for everybody who is watching, but is also for the YouTubers out there, or those who are starting to get on the platform, or any kind of platform. They want to start doing what we do. And I'll tell you right now that when it comes down to it, for the most part, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't think anything really of it. I was just posting stuff because I was coming through a really hard time in my life, and I was using YouTube as a platform where people can see that you can blow it in your life, but you can make a comeback. Be the hero in your own success story. That was my goal. I was just coming off, drug addiction counseling, all these things, and I'm like, I found bodybuilding, I found the graduate university and this, and I was like, this is my new start. I'm gonna show you that you can blow it, you can lose everything, and then you can come back. And 12 years later, my channel is like, I have my own TV show in a sense. But we didn't really get into it thinking that we'd have all of this. Trust me, guys, like this, my subscription base or following or whatever really only came up in the last 3 years. I spent some time on YouTube getting hardly any views. But my use of YouTube wasn't for that. I didn't think of anything of that. But I also didn't really know where I was really going with it until I really started actively working on it 3 years ago. But I always see, all the time, I would always see people on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever, like, I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break from her. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a couple months. I had to take a break, And the problem is that we're not taking care of us. And you guys out there, understand this, you need to take care of you first. When it comes to YouTube, guys, there is a lot of pressure. I literally was like, let me find 10 things that make it a very hard platform. The pressures of being a YouTuber. What are 10 things that can really come up and really, wear on somebody's conscience or weigh on their emotions? Constant content creation. William Lee is a poster over and over and over again. God, many YouTubers feel so much pressure to constantly produce new engaging content. I got a video board. I hire people to help me find content and do things. There is pressure from that, 100%. But it's how you take that pressure. I know that my channel is a business. I know that I own a business. I have 4 pillars that are wrapped. Those are my core values of what I believe that are in my heart. Hey, what's good, people? Struggling to keep up with your routine, or you feel like you're just spinning the wheels? Well, you came to the right place. Check out the link in the description below for my customized one-time training or nutrition plans. I'm also offering online coaching with weekly check-ins and unlimited contact with myself. And look, if you don't want to dive in right away and you have some questions, book yourself a video call with myself. And at the end of the consult, I deduct off any package that you pick. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the show. So when I create I understand there are pressures of those things, but you have to be able to separate yourself from that pressure, right? Again, scale things smaller and give yourself some time to do those things, right? There's a relentless content creation schedule that can be very physically, mentally demanding. Guys, high audience expectations. Once you start posting, especially the young cats, man, like, dude, I got years of not getting anything. So I'm like, I'm used to not getting a lot of views. People are like, man, you should have millions on your channel. I'm like, dude, I'm really happy for the 500,000 I got. I'm extremely happy about that. I spent like 8 years getting up until 2019, I had 800 subscribers. I had a channel since 2012 and one earlier than that for my CFL highlight tape. I spent years, 800 subscribers max. I got years, but these guys don't. They start off because they're young, they're attractive, they have some little push here and there, and then they got this boom, this big audience. And every time they post a video, they get a bunch of videos and they get a bunch of views, and it's like, I need to get these views. My subscribers, they like to see all the videos, and I need to keep posting. They need to see this, and you put all that pressure and it wears on you. Then you have someone like William that's got to run and take off somewhere to think that that's where he has to go to be able to achieve what he thinks the audience is expecting. Monetization challenges are hard, especially if you're like, look, I was poor. Trust, guys. When I first got my first, I won't say poor recently, but like, I went from $0, like negative $10,000, and like zero. I ate out of garbage before. I picked out of my roommate's garbage and take the food they throw out and recook it. Trust, I've been through some. So when I started getting money from YouTube, and I was still making pretty good money as a coach, but I was like, whoa! I'm like, geez, wow, I got money. This is dope, cool. And then I was like, oh, cool, I'm getting more and more. Like, I'm gonna be full disclosure. I started off probably I think I had $200, and at one point was getting like 20,000. That came in like a month. It was crazy, right? But it fluctuates. I think a couple months ago I was like only 10. Trust me, that money goes right back into the business. Literally back into the business. I'll literally explain like what I pay for to make sure that I can put things out, right? But the monetization challenges can be so difficult, especially if this is what you really bank on. And that's an issue that people have. That's an issue. And one of the best advice I would say that Greg ever gave me. I don't give crap. I give credit where credit's due. And when he was starting his channel, because we both, like, when his channel started, I was editing for Greg before his brothers were editing for him. I actually had to teach Greg how to use all of his electronics. And when he started making a lot of money, he's like, don't look at YouTube monetization as money. Don't even include that. That can fluctuate up and down, left and right. You can't bank on that at all. What you can bank on is your business, your coaching, blah, 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 blah. And I'm so glad I got that advice, because that is like my extra that I use to make sure that I can pay for things, for the business and camera stuff and all those things like that. But for some who are using it, that is like clear that's their income, and they go from that one big month, whoa, and then they accidentally spend it maybe, or whatever, maybe they save it. But then they see it go down. So the pressures of making sure they put a lot of content out gets them the money, so they have all this pressure on them. I can see where William Lee is from there. The algorithm pressure. YouTube's algorithm, man. favors regular uploads. You guys don't understand that? That's why channels like Greg's brings the again, or anyone who posts a lot, the channel does well, because YouTube loves when you use their platform. YouTube loves it. YouTube's like, hey man, you want to keep posting videos on daily? I'm gonna reward your ass. Perfect, right? So constantly, the algorithm's even telling you, hey man, you want to get some more views, post more videos. So you have this pressure from even YouTube, right? The lack of work-life balance. This starts off as one of those things I just said, like, ah man, I want to do this. I can't wait. This is awesome. Now it's a job. And now you realize that all you're doing is trying to find content, trying to, get some, you got to editors and figure out, making sure that your thumbnail's right and your title's on point and all these things that you got to do. And you realize, oh man, like I'm from my own personal life. Guys, right now I'm prepping for the Master Olympia. I'm at the end of a TV series that we've been shooting for the last 2 months. I have a online coaching business. I have clients that I coach one-on-one, like recurring, online. And I have a channel that I have to, come up with content, ideation, all those things. And I'm a dad. And I have friends and I have family. It is imperative for me to make sure I balance my life. Like even when I do videos, if I find that I'm like, today today's a Saturday, I'm doing videos. I've already done 3. And after this one, and I'm building a new desk that I come over here that's coming up. I got one of those ergonomic or desk that rise up and shit so your back doesn't hurt and you be more, healthier and shit. I got one of those desks. I gotta put it up right now. I was doing that in between last video I did, right? My kids over at the family cottage, whatever, her grandmother and grandfather's cottage and aunts and uncles, and they're having a great time. They'll be back. I'm doing my thing. And I make sure I put my time into me. And knowing the difference, right? Love your work, it's fine, but you gotta give time to yourself first, and then the rest of your life you have to. You will burn out. William Lee's burnt out again. Online harassment and criticisms. I don't know how many Not or Not videos are done, but I can tell you right now, I know some guys who've had Not or Not videos done, or even just their own shit done. Like they've just, whatever they put out, or maybe someone disagrees with them, and they get a bunch of trolls and stuff in the comment section, and you can't handle the negative stuff. Some people cannot handle it. I know people who say, I can handle it. I can handle the pressure. Mosquitoes fly away, and be like, and I know for sure they can't. I'm like, no, you can. I know you cannot. Some people can't. And they don't know how to not see it. You know what I mean? Because you got to look in comment section. Because to be a good platform, you gotta be engaged with your audience, with your subs. I love my community, so I'm in there, and then I see the bad, the bad stuff, and I see the good stuff. But sometimes you only focus on the bad stuff. And if you're someone like William Lee who's got like millions of followers and stuff or views, and 1% of a million says something, that's a lot to look at. Tactical demands, managing parts of the videos to make sure that comes out perfectly fine, you know what I mean? Lack of creative freedom, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you get trapped in, like if you start your channel off on one thing, and you only get that view, so you're stuck only doing that one thing. He's stuck in a place where he's got to be lean. I went all the way to Thailand, so people can see my veins. What? Really? But that's pressure that pushed him out there. YouTube's a huge competitive platform. It is. It's massive. It's massive. If one person's got a lot of views and puts a video out before you do, good luck getting views on that video, right? That's how it works. I'll give you guys a breakdown of how this whole thing works in the back end, so you guys understand YouTube. But like, it's competitive. And at the top of this whole thing, if you don't have your personal and mental health in line, this game will eat you up. So I'm telling you guys, for those who are watching that are want to be YouTube creators or on TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is, understand this before you put yourself out there. Make sure you are good on the inside. Make sure that you are mentally strong, spiritually strong, physically strong. YouTube, when you put anything you put out there, you are letting everybody be a critic. So you gotta be strong inside. Take your time with these things. Number 1, be mentally strong. Get some help. Talk to someone. If you're already going through some things right now, talk to somebody. Honestly, guys, it's cool that William puts it out there and talks to you guys, but he doesn't need to talk to you. He needs to go talk to somebody. So he doesn't have more of these vacancies or I gotta take off from YouTube again because I'm not there. But reach out before you crash. If you don't feel there's nothing wrong with that at all. Get in my comment section. We will talk to you, but you gotta talk. 2, make sure you give yourself some time, right? Give time to yourself. Balance your work life or your postings or whatever it is, your creativeness for your YouTube channel, whatever it is you're doing, balance it out. Make sure you give yourself enough time so you don't burn out. Do those things before you get on this platform and decide to make a career out of it or just for fun. When it comes down to it in the end, make sure you're healthy mentally and go get help if you need it. It is courageous and brave and strong to admit when you need help. I'm saying that with experience. I one day said, I need help. I remember 3 pivotal points in my life I said I needed help. I was in high school, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest, I used to cut myself. And I had a bunch of marks on my arm, and I was in the principal's office, and my coach was there, 2 of my coaches was there, Coach Lapine, and Coach Mac, and I was like, I need help. I told them I need help, and they were amazing. I love those guys. Those are my guys. The second time was when I went to therapy. I ran to therapy at St. Mary's University. I was like, I need help. I need help. And I went through that. And then the last time it was about 8 years ago. And it was like when I was getting some things taken care of. And the second was like drug addictions and whatnot. The last one was like, there's something else there. I'm like, I need help. And I went to therapy and I found out all the things I need to find out about my, borderline personality disorder and all those things, learn how I ticked. And now here I am. And I can tell you this, guys, I'm strong. I'm resilient. I'm telling you, you will feel strong, powerful, courageous, inspired, motivated if you just admit you need help, because asking for help is power. Understand that. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. William, if you're out there, reach out to me, hit me up. I'll listen. If you need an ear, you need a shoulder, let me know. Hit me up, guy. Anyway, until next time, guys, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing.